What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those of you catching replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when we get these live chats going. You can take part right along with us. So the package the Nigerian giant Omar sent me was full of bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bottles and 4 decants. My God. We're only going to cover 4 specific fragrances in this video. 2 from a brand I've never heard of. I'm not familiar with, but the names of the fragrances intrigue me. Theodoros Kalotinis, Tobacco Maniac, and Leather Iris. I do have 2 other ones he sent me from this brand, but I mean, the names alone. I did sniff out the atomizers. This is honey tobacco, and this is a lot of leather and an earthy iris, just sniffing out the atomizers. So pretty excited about those. And then I finally get to try Oud Maracuja. He sent me a box sample from Maison Crivelli. So excited to check that out. And a sizable decant of Blue Talisman. That is plenty. That's about 5 ml. Way more than enough to decide if I need to get a bottle or not. So we're going to sniff on those 4 here today in this live stream. And as far as what I'm wearing, as stated yesterday, I said I was going to wear London Spice. Today I am indeed wearing it. This is a banger. It's an absolute banger. It's so good. God, this is so good. I'm so glad to have this. This is a great everyday wear. It's a great blend. It smells of quality. It's easy going, but you could dress this one up if you really needed to. Man, what a good signature scent. What a good signature scent. Water aquatic, minty green, a little spiced, hence the name. Beautiful fragrance. Let's get caught up in the chat, and we'll get going around the 10 or so minute mark. Joel, always a pleasure, sir. Wearing Imperium. Neil, wearing B-Man. Never tried that one from the Mugler line. Happy Friday, wearing Royale Triple X. Shout outs to Joey. Stop before you continue watching Ross. Take 1 second. Go hit that thumbs up button. Let them know, Joel. Let them know. Dan, not the man, wearing Dior cologne. Al Nashama Caprice. I've never tried that one. Manny, good to see you, sir. Electimus Imperium. You're the one to beat for me. That's a great smelling fragrance right there. Kix Griffey's in the house wearing Le Beau Le Parfum. Oof. There's a close second. FWO Wolfpack for life. Hell yeah, sir. Good to see you. Always a pleasure, Danielle. So Spiro, Dolce Melodia. I think you were wearing that yesterday, correct? Very good to see you. Thank God it's Friday with TLTG. Send a day Fragrance World. Picky Rose. Never tried it. Damn, it smells good in the chat. Room 1015 Wave Child will be a hype beast this summer for sure. I've never even heard of that fragrance. Got my sample on the way. Rich Money Cash. Talking about that same fragrance. Mr. M.A. Styles wearing Joe Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Probably the most popular fragrance from the brand. Let's see. Skip down a little bit. If anyone sees Dedrick, let him know I sent him something on Instagram. He may or may not pop in. I don't know. The Bishop's actually going to be able to hang with us. Good to see you, Jared. Tower Perfumes. Fitalo, is that how you say Fitalo Blue? Stoked you're finally getting your nose on Oud Maracuja. Is one of my favorites from the house. A bunch of people have asked me about it because I'm assuming they think I'll like it. Been wanting to try it, so we're definitely going to check it out here today. We're checking out Blue Talisman first, obviously. Then we'll check out that one. Then we're going to check out those other 2 from Theodoros Kalotinis. Kalotinis? Encre Noir Sport. You have a great weekend as well. That's my favorite of the line. Well, Indigo is it's kind of neck and neck with Encre Indigo. I do like the newest one. Mike, good to see you. YEDP. Great choice. I need my Seraphine Blue decant. He's out of 4 ounces, by the way. I just talked to George about 20 minutes ago. He's sold out on 4-ounce bottles. Felipe, good to see you, sir. Zerjoff Bridge Club. Never tried that one. Good to see you, my man. Clean Must by Authenticity Perfumes. Hell yeah. The king of the super chat has arrived with Portfolio by Perry Ellis, rocking the cheapie today. Hell yeah, my man. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, sir. Sean, how are you? Wearing Mephisto. Great choice. I can finally shoot a comment here. Club de Nuit Milestone. Great choice. Welcome to the live chat, my man. I love broccoli. Said Velvet Chocolate smells like literal chocolate. His fragrances are very realistic. So high hopes then. High hopes. Tay, good to see you, sir. Fragrance Dubois, Oud Rose Intense, Le Beau Le Parfum. 2 of y'all in the chat wearing Le Beau Le Parfum. Will, good to see you, my man. Going out with the wife, listening to some R&B tonight. We'll be wearing Blue Talisman. Happy Friday, everybody. Bois Imperial. Can't go wrong there. Just dusted off my bottle of Light Blue Intense today. You smell good, I'll tell you that much. Good to see you, Carter. Been a little while. Luis, always a pleasure. Elysium Parfum Cologne. Elysium Parfum Cologne. Good to see you, sir. XX Artisan Blue. Or XX Blue. XX Blue? Oh, blue, XX Indigo? That's the only blue XX I can think of. Indigo is what you're talking about, huh? XX Artisan Teal. We got another one wearing an XX line. I talked about that one in today's aquatics video. Good to see you, sir. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. Great choice. Tommy Bahama St. Barch. Can't go wrong there. My man Daniel's in the house. Barara. I've been told the H is silent. Barara. I don't know. Their take on lemons today. Hints of Tigar. Jared with $10 super chat. When I tell you I fell out my chair laughing at work, they can suck my dick from the back from yesterday's stream. I literally caused the scene. Then a few coworkers just had to know. I'm glad you enjoyed that, my man. There's another person today that can suck a dick from the back that's been brought to my attention. So if that person happens to see this, you can suck a dick from the back too. So I'm glad I could entertain you, Jared. It's always a pleasure to have you here, my man. I sure appreciate the super chat. I just got in today. Yesterday was Ocean Noir. That's a great fragrance. Can't wait for Seraphine Blue wearing YEDT, the classic, not the reformulation. Hell yes. The aldehydes are just magnificence. I need to wear that one again myself. Another one wearing Elysium in the chat. Some old motherfucker. I love it. I love your name. Some old motherfucker. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ralph's Club EDP. You can't go wrong. Y'all got me going early. Y'all just lifted my energy with some of these comments and these names. I love it. Absolutely love it. Wulong Chai. You can't go wrong there. That is for sure. Latafa Assad. Great choice. Lana Delone Blue Electrique. True hype beast right there. Rockin' Carasso Bay. Hell yeah. That's going to make Joel very happy. Food and Fragrance is good to see you, sir. Wearing Greenwich. I'm assuming, Bodicea Greenwich. Never mind. I was about to say Greenwich Village, bond number 9, but no. Bodicea. That man is flexing the pricey stuff today. Any potential for another Zaharoff collab in the future? There's a never say never clause going on there, but there's nothing in the works. Nothing currently in the works, my man. It's always a possibility, though. I mean, I'm ready. All he's got to do is tell me, yeah, we're doing it. I'm on the phone with Claude. I know exactly what I want to do. So I've got it all typed up on exactly what I want. So Gentle Fluidity Silver. Let's see. I'm off Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. Still my number one. Even though Peugeot is really, really freaking good, that's still my number one. Send it to Baby $5 super chat. Joe Malone Blue Agave and Cacao. So damn happy they brought this back. I've never tried it. I have very limited Joe Malone experience. Yeah, let them know, D. Let them know. Shout out to you, TLTG. Eagerly awaiting Seraphine Blue and pre-order. Aventus Cologne. Ooh. Well, you smell absolutely stunning for the time being. I got to say, the blur has arrived. Good to see you, sir. Blue de Chanel EDP. You can't go wrong there. Kara, always a pleasure. Wearing the Pure Parfum perfume of Club de Nuit. What's going on, Randy? Wearing Allurome Sport Extreme today for work into Raja Dillard's. Is a word missing out of there? Because I'm not familiar with what you mean by Raja Dillard's. Like Raja Parfums and Dillard's the store? I'm a little confused. Oh, okay. So you changed your name. Now I know exactly who it is. Okay, I love it. I love that you changed this some old motherfucker. That's amazing. You win. You won the stream today. You win. LV Imagination, great choice. Why sell Six Saints Soul Piss? Never tried that. Really wish this got more coverage. I think you'd enjoy this one, Ross. Might order a full bottle. I've never tried that. Rossavelli, welcome to Death Row. Yeah. Ross Papa Pump. I like it. Good to see you, sir. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also. Getting Perseus today. Smell it at store. It rules. I like it. I want a 75 ml. I don't care. This is $200. You like what you like. If you want it bad enough, you pay for it, right? Good to see you, sir. Had a funeral today. Oh, damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry for your loss. Never a fun situation, man. I hope we can perk your day up a little bit and kind of provide a little bit of an escape for you for a little bit. Wearing Hachivat, you smell great, at least. French Riviera, a coastal breeze in a bottle. It's a great way to describe that. I don't know. I don't really watch Jeremy. Has he lost the plot completely? I don't know. I don't really watch Jeremy. We had a good laugh for a moment about Jeremy yesterday. I've only been around him one time, and it was 5 years ago, like 4.5 years ago. He was cool with me. I actually filmed the video for him on his phone and everything. He was cool. He was nothing like that off camera. I don't really watch Jeremy anymore. while I have nothing against the man and I wish him success, his content provides zero value to me, so I don't watch it, but I still wish the man plenty of success for sure. Got Blue Talisman coming in tomorrow. Crivelli Cologne just got here a couple hours ago. That's back-to-back great days right there. I mean, I've heard great things about Blue Talisman. I have super high expectations. There's only room for disappointment because the expectation's so high on this. Autocorrected to Dillard's. It was supposed to say into Harrods. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Kajira, good to see you, my man. Mustache EDP, I can't get out of this damn office fast enough. Hope you're chilling like a villain. I mean, I do what I do when I do what I do, Bulgari Rain Essence, very chill tea, musky fragrance. Memo Paris, Madurai? Is that how you say that? P.S. I ordered mango Thai lime last night. You're going to like that. I sold Randy on that one too. He's like, is it really that good? I'm like, just buy it, dude. And he loves it. Just buy it. It's amazing. Everybody that's taken me up on that, shout outs to Hillary. Hillary and Yara turned me on to that one. And of all those decants they sent me when we did those couple of live streams, that was the one that I bought a bottle. It's ripe lime and pepper spiced mango. So good. It's so good. Good to see you, sir. OG Tommy. You can't go wrong there. 160 for a 75 ml of Vinba. That's where I was looking at it. Was it Vinba? I debated on pulling the trigger the other day. I think it was 200 for the 4.2 ounce or something like that. I wore that yesterday. Literally right here. It's good stuff. It gets real spicy in the dry down. It kind of goes its own way. Taking a Youp home. You taking your shit, huh? Let's see. Anyone tried Latafa Atlas? No, I haven't. I saw Kuba's thumbnail, though, and I've been seeing it in stock at different places. So let me skip ahead. Let's get to the bottom here. Meth cut. No, sir. I'm actually been eating carbs for a solid week now. We'll be adjusting the diet back down to lowering the carbs again next week because we brought carbs back in since I'm just doing the show at the end of June now. So, yeah, probably not. I don't see it doing that either. Good to see you, Jason. Loma a la Rose. All right, so let's get into this. I want to wear this first. I want to put Blue Talisman on skin. Without further ado, sprayed right away. We're going 2 sprays. I have such high hopes. I have such high hopes for this. I smell citrus out in the air. Ooh, it's like a rindy type of citrus. This may sound weird, but almost like if Elysium wasn't as synthetic and metallic, it could have been this. Elysium Parfum Cologne. Like I get a similar vibe, but this smells like a more natural and photorealistic citrus. It doesn't have all that metallic sharpness. Much more rindy, fresh green. Oh, I get it. I understand. I know why all of you love this fragrance. This will do anything. This will get compliments, and you can wear this to dinner. You can wear this to work. You can wear this in the summer. You could, if you want something fresh when it's cold outside. It's got a lot of herbs going on without adding a lot of spice. Oh, that is good. That is really good. And it's woodsy, but not like sharp cedar or anything like that. And I'll get a heavy, creamy sandalwood. So whatever woody notes I'm getting is pretty, like, I don't want to say muted, but they're not sharp or creamy. They kind of fall somewhere in between where they add kind of this dryness to the scent. A lot of green without being very spicy. Fresh, kind of smells like some cypress maybe. Something in that family. This is good. Now, is it the greatest thing I've ever smelled? No. I don't think it's like top 5 in my collection kind of stuff, but definitely a certified banger. I totally see why everybody loves this fragrance and it gets a lot of hype. Oh, man, that is good. Let's pull these notes up. Old trusty dusty Parfumo. Let's see what we're looking at here. 8.1 out of 10, 175 ratings. Fresh, fruity, synthetic, citrus, sweet, pear, ginger, bergamot, mandarin orange. I get a little green. I'm kind of surprised I don't see anything green here. I get a little bit of green. Orange blossom. What the hell is this? Is that a green note? I don't know. Musk, Akigala wood. So there's my woody note. And Ambrofix. So Ambro Fix definitely has more of an ambery tone. Not so much on the Ambroxan side from what I know of it. Definitely get it like there's kind of a fizziness kind of settling in, like a fizzy musk. Probably a combination of what's going on here in the base, but I don't know what the hell this Georgie wood is. A woody note of some kind. Does it provide a green element? Because I get a little bit of a dry green smell that I was thinking was maybe some cypress. Now, my immediate thoughts is I don't necessarily need to hunt a bottle down for $250 or whatever it is. I don't feel like I have to have it. Not right now in this moment. I am glad to have the experience, though. I've been wanting to get the experience, and I have time to spend with it. I mean, a few more sprays in, I might feel like I have to have it. Where I'm at right now, I appreciate it. I understand the love it gets, and I see the versatility. I can totally see where everybody's coming from. And the likability, it's a very likable fragrance, very easy, accessible, seems like a very easy wear. I think it's every bit of an 8.5 out of 10. It's not mind-blowingly good, like, oh my God. Like, I would take Elysium Parfum over this, which may surprise some of you. The Parfum Pour Homme, I would take that over this. Yeah, Isola Blue, I would definitely take over this. Oligarch Parfum, Oligarch EDP. That's just me, though. Some of you may be like, oh, I can't believe you're saying that. Blue Talisman is the greatest thing I own. And it might be for you. Like I said, I understand the love, but I don't feel like I absolutely. Now, if it was $150, I'd be buying a bottle after this. $250 range, I gotta spend more time with it and think about it a little bit more. I do like it though. 8.5, I think it's a great fragrance. I don't think it's quite outstanding like some of the other fragrances in its similar profile and style. It is good though. I understand the hype. I like it. I like it. I don't have to have it though. I don't feel like I have to have it. So thank you, Jordan. Thank you, the Nigerian Giant Omas, for sending this my way and affording me the opportunity to try it. Because this is not one that I was going to just blind buy. It was not going to happen. It's way too pricey to just roll the dice. I like it though. I do like it. It's getting better and better. It's not losing any freshness, but the woody nuance and the cleanliness of this musk and aroma chemical base it has is coming out more. And that ginger doesn't make it creamy, and it doesn't really add a lot of spice. If anything, it's what adds to the brightness, kind of gives it this crispness. Maybe that slight earthy little herbal feel I'm getting. Maybe the ginger is playing a role in that. I don't know. The only thing I could really think could possibly be it's this Georgie wood, because I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what kind of accords can be expected of it other than some type of wood, because wood's in the name. Man, I bet this is a great full wearing experience, though. This is good. This is really good. I understand the hype. 8.5. We'll go 8.5. And we're going to slide right on in. Hold on. I got behind. Where was I? Cleaner, smoother Elysium opening. Kind of. Not the same, but reminiscent. Because Elysium Parfum Cologne is much more, when you compare it to something like this, it comes across a bit more synthetic because it's metallic and sharp. It's magical, but it's still metallic and sharp. Now, when you look at the Parfum, it's different. That's elevated. Supposed to be there today. No, sir. I had nothing in the mail from you, sir. Let's see. What did it remind you of? I was talking to Jason of Herba Gold. Okay. Perseus better than Blue Talisman. No, I wouldn't say that. I think they're kind of. No, I don't want to say the same. Perseus is more simplistic, but not much more. It's much more straightforward. It's more on the citrus. I think it's a brighter citrus opening where you get other things going on here in Blue Talisman. There's more going on in the opening of Blue Talisman. I think a Blue Talisman is definitely a little bit better, but not like wide array, like light years better. This is just so much better. I don't think it's like that. Damn good, though. Damn good. I'm doing well, sir. I hope you're doing well also. It's a peach jasmine spicy scent that lasts all day and a head turner. Noted. Well, I'm sure, because the more it settles, the better it's getting by the moment. Every time I go back to it, it's better than the previous sniff. So I'm not surprised to hear that. How are you, sir? Just joining, wearing the Iris version of DRM Sport. Well, I have a package, and I think that's one of them that's coming with a bunch more of the Bravanzo line from Dumont. I think that's in there. Getting excited for Seraphine Blue to ship. Circling back to my comment earlier this week, after doing some research, looks like Signature Citrine was ever only available. Yeah, so the 4-ounce, George said something in the Zed Lounge Facebook group today that probably end of the year, maybe spring of next year for the 4-ounce. Thank you, Dwight. Just getting on. Did I miss the Blue Talisman? Yes, we just finished. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. While I understand the hype, and it is very easy to like and very versatile, I don't think I have to have it in the price range. I'm going to spend more time with it, but I don't feel like it's a must-own for me right now. It's really good, though. Very woody, musky, fresh. The citrus doesn't overtake it. Early is a lot of citrus, but noted. Italie d'Orange, Amourette Roland Moret. I've never tried that. Paradise Garden, back in stock on Jean-Paul Gaultier's website. There you go, guys. Show on John 3 a.m. That's a great fragrance. Bois Equi by Vertus coming in. So, hey, that's elegance right there. That's a great fragrance. Dan, you are, in fact, the man. I agree. Yeah, it's the 2 ounces available for pre-order right now, sir. It is indeed. I'm out of Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm out of energy drinks. So I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper and cream soda, 0 sugar. I could go for some caffeine right now. I mean, there's a little bit in there, but not what I'd like to have. So let's check out Maison Crivelli, Oud Maracuja, and see what's going on with this. A lot of people have asked me on my opinion on this one. I've been wanting to try it. I believe it's more of a tropical fragrance, if I'm not mistaken. I've looked at the notes before. Put that right there. Give that a second. I gave 3 little spritzes, so roughly a full spray. That's like a ripe, fruity smell. And there's a little bit of funkiness from some oud. Okay. This reminds me of a more approachable tropical wood from Montal, because that's like passion fruit and oud. You know, one of those oddball combinations of a tropical fruity fragrance with oud. This is way more interesting than Blue Talisman. This is a different story. Okay, this one grabs me a bit more. This is a much more interesting fragrance to me than Blue Talisman. This one's going to be rated a little bit higher. I like this. I like the way this is blended. It's a perfect balance. Let's pull these notes up. I'm super curious on what this is. It smells like a passion fruit of some kind. Let's see. Fruity, leathery, woody, oriental, spicy, passion fruit. So it is passion fruit. Leather, Akigala wood, oud, Indonesian patchouli, saffron, benzoin, cistus labdanum, Turkish rose, and vanilla. There's a lot of passion fruit here. Leather, sure. I don't necessarily get a lot of leather, but I do get this oud note. And the saffron. It's got this slight metallic, but warm spicy, more warm spicy than metallic kind of thing going on underneath the oud and the fruits. But yeah, it's super, super passion fruit heavy. A little touch of powder. This is rated at 8.3 out of 10 with 570 ratings. So a lot of people seem to really appreciate this fragrance. I'm up there with people that really appreciate this fragrance. This is going to be, just off this opening's 9 out of 10 for me. This is an outstanding fragrance. This I need a bottle of. This I definitely want to get a bottle. It does kind of remind me of tropical wood a bit, though. Is anybody else saying that? No. So let's look at the notes real quick just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Passion fruit, pineapple, bergamot, oud, violet, rose, vanilla, musk, leather. Notice there's a lot of similar notes here. So check this out again. Passion fruit, oud, rose, vanilla musk leather, passion fruit leather oud, vanilla, rose. So a lot of similarity here. While this does have a little bit more nuance, it's not as funky of an oud. Tropical wood's much more like Montal oud, you know, funky oud. That's very specific oud oil that Pierre Montal likes to use. This is very similar, but this is superior to that. This is more wearable. This is more approachable. This is more fruit forward and saffron dominant than it is oud just taking over the fragrance, at least in the early stages. The oud's not overwhelming it, but it's clear as day there. The rose is setting in a bit more. It's you can tell it's a Turkish rose because it's got this freshness to it. A little touch of powder. Yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. This is fantastic. This is an outstanding fragrance. I need a bottle of this one. And they're not crazy expensive, in the $100 some odd range for a 50 ml. Yeah, this is definitely on the wish list for the near future. Great summer evening fragrance right here. Eating out by the beach. Yeah. Summer nights. That's what this is. Oh, man, I like this one a lot. This one I'm definitely getting a bottle of. I understand now. Where Blue Talisman is a great daily, easily approachable fragrance, Oud Maracuja, it's got that stunning show-stopping quality. It's more interesting. There's more depth here. It's got a defining character that is not just basic. I don't want to call Blue Talisman basic because it's not, but it's so approachable that when you compare the two, it makes it much more basic. Because this Oud Maracuja is an interesting fragrance. And it's also one that's not going to be for everyone because of it, though. Not everybody may feel this way. Blue Talisman is a great daily wear, whereas this specifically, I think, summer evenings for this. It's outstanding. So 8.5 and a 9 to start. Get caught up on this chat, shall we? Where was I? Between this and Porthole, I don't know which one to get. Shit. Oh, Porthole's probably the better fragrance. You get more wear out of that than Oud Maracuja. Or are you talking about Blue Talisman? Because I'd still say Porthole. Over either of these, I think I'd still say Porthole. Yeah. Not an emergency run, but I will be stopping after I go do cardio in a little bit. Passion fruit and oud, yeah, I'm loving it. Not in a couple of weeks, but yeah, it's really good. I like Pear Potion a little bit more, though. I find myself gravitating that one a little bit more. Had the coconut Diet Dr. Pepper. Not sure how I feel about it. Passion fruit in Spanish. Didn't know that. I just learned something. Thank you. No, I cannot. And tomorrow, it just said 31st. Since you like the blues, that I definitely do like the blues. That is for sure. Lemon Dolce. Oh, man, yeah, that's $14. Just get the 40 ml. That's all you need. Anyone who's in the niche should experience Oud Maracuja. It's a treat for the senses. I think that's a fair statement. I agree with that completely. Hello, peeps. I'm Mr. Late today. We're in Burlington 1819. Ooh, got tempted after yesterday and had to wear it today. Great choice, Roy. Good to see you. Honestly, it's not super animalic. I think the oud shines more than anything. And honestly, I feel like I'm smelling more saffron than that leather accord, which the saffron could be playing a big role in this leather accord. It's, I don't want to say supple because it's more aggressive than something I would consider a supple leather, but it's also not edgy and rough and tumble. It kind of falls somewhere in between. I wouldn't call it a black leather smell. Closer to a brown leather, a little bit of a rawhide kind of thing, but not super animalic. Like I said, it falls in between supple and rough and tumble. It doesn't quite lean to either side too much. I guess overall for a leather cord, it's actually pretty balanced. I don't find it adds a bunch of smoke either. Nice spicy tone to this one though. If 10 is strong and robust and 1 is soft and weak, I would put it at a 5 right in the middle. Again, I'd put it somewhere right in the middle. Good to see you, sir. In Sauvage? No. You're the first person that's ever asked me that. A strong rubber smell? No. Might be some strange way it reacts on your skin. It could be a skin chemistry thing. No, sir. I've never experienced that. Good to see you, sir. Versace Poron, classic. Shouted you out in the recording today, Mr. John Carlo. Oh, Burlington 1819, easily. That's a masterpiece. You missed our talk about it yesterday. Man, masterpiece. Absolute stunner. Speaking of stunners, perfect timing. Good to see you, Ken. Wearing second soul today. I need a third TLTG Zahara for release. I mean, maybe one day. Again, there's nothing in the works currently, but you never know. You never know. Bois Arctic, speaking of Issy, they just came out with a new line with a salty marine vibe. Count me in when that comes around. Got a Solar Blue and Apex Parfum today. Solar Blue is very similar to Terry Hermes EDT. Disagree. Niche quality variation. A lot of people seem to say that. I get a faint similarity to that because that is a much more of a sweet citrus green fragrance, whereas I would not call Terry Hermes either of those things. Could just be me, though. But yeah, there's a lot of people that agree with you, more so than me. That's just how it comes across to me. Dead creators be astonished that there wasn't a third. There may never be. Like I said, there's no current plans to do it. Apex Parfum is that's a stunner. I haven't worn that in a long time. It's very situational for me because it's so potent. It's so potent. It can be overwhelming. It's really strong. So let's go ahead and dive into this next one. I want to check out this Leather Iris fragrance. Theodoros Kalotinis. Leather Iris. And I did sniff it out the atomizer. And it sure seemed, according to the name, one good spray on the lion's face should be plenty. I'm assuming. Oh, wow. That's waxy. Like super waxy. Super, super, super waxy out in the air. It like dried up the air around me. Like sucked the moisture up. Whew, earthy. Ooh, when I got close, it's really earthy. That's natural iris right there. And a lot of it. Wow. It is super iris forward. Florentine iris. Whew. Boiled carrot, earthy root of the flower. Yeah, not for everyone. Not your designer stuff right here. Hell no. Oh, God, it is good, though, if you like natural iris. Shit. I don't get that much leather. It's like all iris. Why does that note attract me so much? There ain't nothing compared to natural iris. I don't care what anybody says. It's my favorite note in perfumery, guys. And this is some quality shit right here. I wonder how much this costs. I have no idea. Because it's natural iris, and a lot of it. It's a high concentration, high percentage in the blend of natural iris, because it's dominating this profile. There's a soft, dry, leathery accord in the back, but saying leather iris is kind of surprising. If anything, I would say iris leather because it's much more about iris early on. I'm sure there's other notes, but I don't smell anything else. I really don't. Light leather accord in the background. .1 out of 10, 26 ratings. Leathery, powdery, floral, spicy, woody. Iris and leather. Okay, that makes sense on why it's just so much iris. It's just 2 accords. It's phenomenal. I think it's way better than a 7.1, but it is super, super niche. And what do I mean? This is only select few. There's only a select segment of perfume lovers that are going to like this. Because this is not that playful super powder makeup bag stuff that you'll find in the designer fragrances, the Givenchy Gentlemen's, the Dior Hommes, the Valentino Uomo Intenses, and so on. This ain't that iris. That's that fantasy designer level stuff, the Le Male Le Parfums, and so on. This is different. This is the root of the flower kind of smell. It's pulled out the dirt. This is pulling the flower out the dirt. Yeah. Elegance, class. It's a standout. It is unique. because it's just like straight up iris with a little bit of leather. The note breakdown makes sense because that's exactly what it smells like in that order too. It's so situational. I can't rate it over a 9. I can't. I got to do 8.75. It's great, bordering outstanding, because it's just so situational. For as much as I love the way this smells and how much I appreciate the note and the use of it and the quality of the oil that they used, it's so rare I would want to reach for this to just smell like this all day. This is a beautiful experience, but the wearability is low for me. While I appreciate it so much, the wearability is low. So 8.75, it loses a little bit. Because how I feel about the scent's like a freaking 10. But wearability always plays a factor into my ratings. Always. How does it apply practically in my daily life? What's the practicality? It loses a bit because of the practicality. God, it's good though. Fuck. Anybody who loves iris should sample this. It's straight Florentine iris with a little touch of whatever they use to create a dry leather accord. It's just a little bit of a dry rawhide leather smell. Just a little bit, not much. Wow. Just wow. It's impressive. I say it's definitely impressive. Where's my drink? Thirsty. Dried my mouth out. Man, it's impressive. I've never even heard of this fragrance until I opened the box and saw it. I'm like, ooh, leather iris, like the name. Pulled the capsule. Ooh, we got something here. Legend Spirit's fantastic. I featured it in today's video. Now that I have a new bottle, I'm actively trying to empty my old 30 ml that I held on to the little bit I had of forever. The last 2 nights, 2 of the last 3 nights, I wore this out the shower. This 30 ml is several years old. I've been wearing that a lot lately, and I got my 100 ml bottle that I featured in the aquatics video this morning because I just finally rebought it because I've been just like hoarding that last couple ml. Now I'm just spraying it away because I got another bottle. I haven't been playing a whole lot lately. I've been playing Modern Warfare 3 on and off. Playing really well. My kill to death ratio has been like 2.21 lately. It's weird. I'm normally not that good. Not that good anyways, where I got an over 2-to-1 kill to death ratio. Last several games I played, which I haven't played literally at all this week, but the 2 weeks prior, I played a good bit. Outside of that, I hadn't really played much of anything else. I'm going to be getting college football. I'm definitely getting that. That's such a dirty, earthy fragrance. Solo beer is pure, sparkling, and beautiful. I love it, Rick. I love it. Great. I'm glad you said that. I agree. Yeah, I definitely featured it today. Versace Porum, another one in Versace Porum. 1 spray of Apex Parfum on the arm still lingers 8 hours later. Half-foot projection over 8 hours. Pretty darn good. 5 sprays would be a lot. Yeah, it's like a 3-spray fragrance, and everybody's going to smell you. Trust me. Greek Niche is underrated. Just thought of it and had a question. What would you say is the difference between the Don and Dumont Celerio? So this is all about woody spice as it dries down. This veers very much away from Aventus after about an hour. This becomes it starts off like probably 80% Aventus. Very, very similar, 80, 85%, and then it goes down to like less than 50% once it starts to dry down. That's the difference. Whereas Celerio Oros, as I'm assuming the one you're talking about specifically, that's very much like Aventus. It stays very similar to it. So this is much more of a twist. I would say Signature Royale X is the most versatile, in my opinion, of the Zaharoff signature fragrances, because Seraphim Blue is that much better for the warm weather, whereas Royale X works for everything. It excels in every situation, every season. Already answered that. Please don't double type again that close together. Literally 5 comments from 1st to 5th. Here we go. I got you, my man. Only if it's been a little bit and I didn't say anything would I recommend typing it again. If I'm pretty much staying on top of the comments and I haven't had to start skipping around yet, there's no need to retype it. Nitro White, 10 ml of Wild Parfum and Mancera Sicily. All great stuff. Wild Parfum reminded me of Hawass. Really? I mean, they kind of do the same job. Sicily smells like bright, juicy orange. That's beautiful. Iris is, this is magnificent too. This is the good stuff. Strong With You Oud, very spicy oriental take on the profile. If you look online, they say that and Strong With You Leather are the same fragrance. They're not. You smell the same leather accord that they used in Strong With You Leather in Strong With You Oud, but they're not the same. I don't think they're the exact same fragrance because literally Strong With You Leather smells like regular Strong With You plus a leather accord. Strong With You Oud smells like enhanced spices and leather and more woods, drier woody nuances. It's not an oud funk. It's more of a spicy wood. Found myself a bottle of Monaco Colonia. Smells fantastic. Yes, it does. Pop, good to see you. Just got in, I guess you mean Fragrance Net order, not Fragrantica. Valentino Woman Intense, damn good. Gentleman Boisé, damn good. Ombre Leather, damn good. Interesting you're reviewing Leather Iris. Yeah, it's damn good. Speaking of, just lower wearability. It's very situational. Good to see you. Gem Fragrance Hall of Famer. Yeah, I won't argue that. L'Homme Cologne Blue. Speaking of Gem Fragrance Hall of Famers, it's on the weaker side, but man, that's such an underappreciated fragrance in the L'Homme line. It smells amazing. It smells like aquatic loam. Just lasts like 3 or 4 hours. So naturally, it's not good enough. It's trash. No, it's not. It's got a function. It smells amazing. I haven't played God of War in a while. God of War 3 was the last one I played. Y'all Own 2 is my favorite from the house. Defiant reminds me of old school Call of Duty. No, not really. My favorite Call of Duty ever is the original Black Ops. That was the one I logged the most hours in. And then Black Ops 3, I logged a ton of hours in that one too. But good to see you, sir. I'll be going to France for a few weeks in August. Any there Europe-only fragrances? Not that I'm aware of outside of Invictus Aqua 2024. Outside of that, that's the only thing I kind of have my eye on. Code Profumo was my favorite until the Eau de Parfum came out. Now it's my second favorite. Managed to get a 60 ml for $72. That's a hell of a deal. Yeah, I figured you meant Fragrance Net. Ooh, $90 is pricey. That's basically retail, though. Gotta look at it as that's like you bought it for retail from Mercedes when it was still in the market. And was disappointed because it was 6 years old and thought it was a new bottle. It had gone bad. It went bad? It was a sealed bottle. It should not have gone bad. I've got 25-year-old citrus heavy fragrances that are just slightly soured at the top, and after a few minutes, they're fine. You sure you didn't get a fake? Because that should not be spoiled, man. I got Dior Homme Sport 2008. That's a 16-year-old fragrance. That's not spoiled at all. The citrus in the top isn't even spoiled. Trying to think what else. Like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way if that was sealed, it's spoiled. You got a fake, man. I'm convinced of it. That is a fake-ass bottle. Somebody fucked you. I'm convinced of it, Brett. I'm sorry to tell you that, man, but I'm convinced. There's no way. If that was a brand new sealed bottle of Mercedes-Benz cologne from 6 years ago, that shit was spoiled as soon as you opened it. They got you. It's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Try to get your money back through eBay, buyer protection or something. Try, because yeah, it sounds like they fucked you. That's what it sounds like to me. A lot. Triple X is much more funky, musky, animalic. More of a like cumin smell kind of to it, funky musk. Whereas X is much more of a clean, citrusy musk. It wasn't open box, but a new bottle. It still sounds like you got fucked, man. I'd be on. It's eBay buyer protection. Use your eBay buyer protection, man. Get your money back. Yeah. Excited for Mercedes-Benz Sign Your Power with the plum, cinnamon, red wine accords. I'd like to get that too. Sign Your Attitude is really good. It's kind of like Dior Homme Cologne. Coach Keith, good to see you, sir. Still OG Modern Warfare 2. And that's most people's favorite was Modern Warfare 2. In which I played a ton of. And most of my friends, that was their favorite as well. But I was a original Black Ops guy. Fun online when you didn't try free for all. Gun game was fun too. It's like playing gun game. Never tried it. Never tried it. I am doing well, sir. Prodalone, great choice. Never tried that one. Sin of the Day is Oros. Great choice. No, I don't have all of them. I need 5 of them. There's 5 of them that I'm missing. I never tried it. Never tried any of the Move fragrances. I think they have like 3 of them now. We're going to go ahead and get into this last one, which I did sniff through the atomizer. It smells like honey tobacco. Tobacco Maniac from Theodoros Kalotinis. Straight up smells like honey tobacco to me. It smells done before, but the quality's top notch. Through the atomizer. Based on leather iris only having the 2 notes in the name, I'm assuming this is just honey and tobacco in the notes. It's an assumption. We'll see. That is earthy, like dry, leafy tobacco and like sticky honey. It's as I thought it would be on skin. Yeah. Much more like real. This shit is like top tier oils. Holy shit. This is the most realistic tobacco note I think I've smelled in a fragrance. Just hit me. That's why I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I got 2 more. I got Santal Wood and Symposium that he sent me from this brand too. We're going to do these in another live stream. We got more Maison Crivelli that he sent me. Big 100 ml bottle. We've got one of the Amarud elixirs. We've got Golden Oud here. He sent me all kinds of shit, guys. Got Cal from Zoologist. He sent me a bunch of bottles. Really cool. Shout out to Nigerian John Omas. But Tobacco Maniac. That is a believable, like cutting a Cuban cigar open, like authentic tobacco leaf. That's got to be a banned oil now. Because that is too realistic. Let's pull this up. I'm convinced it's just going to be honey and tobacco. Honey, tobacco, patchouli, vanilla. It does have 4 notes. Spicy, sweet, earthy, woody, smoky. Earthy and smoky for sure. Yes. This is the most believable. Like, I thought Royal Bourbon from Plume Impression was it is one of the most impressive tobacco accords I've smelled, but this is superior to that. As far as realism, I can't think of another fragrance where I smelled a tobacco accord and thought I was smelling actual dry tobacco. For cooler weather, now the wearability is higher on this one than Leather Iris. This is like 9.5, guys. It's way better than just sniffing it out the atomizer. Getting it on skin, it really opened up. Son of a bitch. So I know why he sent this to me, because he knows I like tobacco and he's not a big tobacco guy. I think he's just logging on. Nigerian John Omas sent me these. I don't know how he can't like stuff like. I mean, if you like what you like, but man, I don't know how you can smell this and not like it. You gotta like tobacco, tobacco and honey. Like, I damn sure don't get no vanilla. But I get plenty of tobacco and honey, and it's a smoky, earthy, super earthy, dry, rolled up a cigar kind of tobacco. Shit, yeah, it's 9.5. This is amazing. This is cooler weather, night out, daytime too. I'd wear this during the day. When it gets the cold weather, though, this is a cozy, warm fragrance. It's on the heavier side. Yeah, I'm totally going to wear this and when it cools down. Damn. Yeah, this is superior to that Leather Iris fragrance, whereas that's just such realistic, like pulling the iris flower out the ground. It's the rooty, earthy smell, but the wearability, like I said, it's lower. This is something I would reach for a lot more. And it's so realistic and impressive. Damn, man. Yeah, 9.5. Shout outs to the Nigerian giant Omas for sending me some bangers to try here today. These last 2 managed to dwarf Oud Maracuja and Blue Talisman. I did not see that coming. I thought they'd be pretty good, but not like the best of the 4. Not better than the 2 hype beasts, Damn. Impressive. I'm impressed. I'm very much impressed. World at War was a good one. Missing out on quite a few great new Zara releases from last year and this year. I did see your email a while back that you had sent me. Strong With You Freeze, I haven't worn in a long time. That was always an underappreciated fragrance from them. Fleur de Mal, never tried. Cow's Nice, I haven't tried it. I don't know. Vibes of La Mala, no. This is way, way higher quality than La Mala Elixir. Somewhat of a relation, but I'm also not into the dry down either. It's only been on my arm for a few minutes, but man, and no, this is definitely better than the Mall Elixir. I hope you enjoy it. And see, I don't necessarily agree. That one's it's crazy, pungent, potent, but I don't know if and it might be the most realistic that you've smelled those. But as far as what I've smelled, this is the most realistic tobacco note I've smelled. That is super high quality stuff, though. I don't really have a favorite gourmand. While I do like certain gourmands, I'm not a big gourmand guy. Tobacco fragrance. Genius by Renier. Ooh, I'd like to try that one. I sampled Naxos this weekend. I love that lavender, jasmine, honey, tobacco heart. That's a beautiful fragrance. Speaking of hype beast. Been testing out the 5 Zaharoff samples I got. Signature Porum, Aurum, Black Rose, Royale, and Royale X. You're forgetting E's. Wow. I'm not a Rose fan, but I'll be getting a bottle of Black Rose and Royale X. Yeah, I mean, I figured you'd find something you like among them. That's for sure. I'm an official Zaharoff fanboy now. No, watch out. Watch out. It's a rabbit hole all in itself. How's Kajal Almaz? It's been a while since I've smelled it. It's very sweet from what I remember. Been a while. I don't have it within reach. Otherwise, I'd just spray it real quick. I'd have to get up and go grab it. It's over there on the shelf. That's where the Kajals are, over there. But put it this way, if it was that special, I'd be rattling off a bunch of reasons why it's so special. Because it's not like top 5 Kajal for me. Otherwise, I'd be rattling off all the reasons on why I think you'd like it. So I guess that in itself is an answer, right? All their stuff's quality. Just as far like it, Kajal own 1, 3, Ferris, Massa, Lamar. Like I like all of these more. Warde, I like more. Jury, I like more. Solage, I like more. Like I'm just rattling off fragrances I like more than Kajal Eau de Parfum. I like. It's actually a women's fragrance. Beautiful rose iris citrus. Pour Homme, yeah, it's the original. It's hard to not like the original if you like the others. I'd like to, though. Love the way the bottle looks. Noted. I would like to dive more into Kenzo. Frank Proclaim, it's my favorite tobacco fragrance. I plan on getting it. I don't know when. It's in stock from Fragrance Buy right now. I don't know how long it's going to stay in stock, but if I happen to buy some fragrances within the next week, it'll definitely be in there because probably next haul will be some stuff from Fragrance Buy. I'm slowly building a cart. It's complexity and tobacco blends in a good way. My favorite green fragrance, I have 2 specifically. Affordable, John Barbados Artisan Blue, which is named wrong. It's very green. And then Aqua Celestia Forte from MFK. That's my 2 favorites. Those are spring in a bottle for me. Good to see you, sir. On top of ATH Legend, I called it Legend in My Imagination. I like the name. Already answered that. I can't wait for that too. As soon as that hits Victor and Rolf's US site, I'm buying it. I do it every time they drop one. Thanks for answering questions, Ross. Keep it up. I appreciate you, sir. See the new Pour Homme bottle. Yeah, George showed the plate earlier. I told him it looks very uniform. Let me pull it up real quick for you guys. It's the only people that saw it are who's in his Facebook group. Or if some dickhead screenshot it. But, you know, that's the new metal plate for Signature Pour Homme. Looks good, huh? Nice and uniform. That's all metal, enamel paint, airbrush paint, and then the Z's enamel painted inside. Yeah, looks good, huh? It's good looking stuff right there. Wait till I'll see the rosé plate when the time comes for that. Mexico wearing Paradise Garden. Hell yeah. Fragrance Spy automatically empties a cart after a few days. Not for me. The cookies last 30 days. So you must have your cookies set on your browser to clear out after so many days. That's a cookie setting in your browser. That's a privacy setting thing that you have specifically, because cookies typically last 30 days. Like if you click my link, it stays in your cookies as long as your cookie settings are there for it for 30 days. Eventually, everything circles back. The teenagers dress like their grandfathers did in the 70s right now. Crew high socks, blazers. They brought the mustache back. You know, they're wearing 5-inch inseam shorts. The only thing the grandfathers weren't doing was the broccoli hair. That's more of a now thing. But yeah, that's it. All circles back. It all comes back around. Now ankle socks is an old man thing. Guys my age, remember how we fucking used to roll our socks down wishing we had ankle socks, and finally it became a thing? Now it's an old man thing. And the thing that was an old man thing is now the young man thing. It makes a circle. It's a circle. Seal the deal. I'm absolutely getting pour on. That's freaking awesome. Beautiful. Yeah, it's good looking stuff, right? George does it right with his presentations. He really does. Checking out Senna de Bois Imperial. Well, that's those cookies. First from Fragrance Spot, but I always look there. Great deals. They always have a good stock and good prices. Yeah, for sure. Starman Nebula, choice of the day. Loving every minute of it. Narco Oasis. I believe that is drawing a blank. Narcotica, right? Hey, dude, how are you? So our basketball player is going to go back to booty shorts and socks up to the knees. That I doubt. That I doubt. Stuff's not baggy like it was in the early 2000s, though. Boy, that was its own era, huh? That was the birth of the arm sleeves, though. Shout out to Allen Iverson. He made that a thing. Folding fucking socks all the time. We all did. Roll them down to where you like double layering, or you just tuck them. I used to like tuck them. Slide it down and tuck them into the collar of the shoes. I used to wear a lot of low tops, like Question lows. Speaking of Allen Iverson, I've had several pairs of Question lows when I was younger. I was a teenager in the late 60s, early 70s. Yes, you were, Pop. Yes, you were. $1.99 super chat. I appreciate that, Pablo. You think Montblanc should make Legend Spirit EDP? I think they should just go straight to Parfum, because it's going to be an EDP anyway. Even if they call it a Parfum, just like a Ralph's Club Parfum, it's still an eau de parfum. Polo Blue Parfum, it's still an eau de parfum. They're just marketing them as a parfum. These designer companies, they typically not, because true pure parfums, 25% oil or better. Most of these designers aren't giving you 25% or better. Even if they're charging you for it, they're not doing it most of the time. And they don't really give you concentration breakdowns most of the time. Niche brands usually do. But I mean, I'd be down for it. I don't know if they will, though. I mean, it's wildly popular. It has been for a long time. It'd be great. I'm sure it'd be great if it stayed relatively, like if they did with Legend Spirit what they did with Legend, from the EDT to the EDP, and something along those lines where they kind of refined it. It'd be great, because I love Legend EDP. It's my favorite. Legend Blue is really close, though. I got to say, Legend Blue grew on me a lot. The new one, I do like Legend Blue a lot. If you love a fragrance but your wife hates it, I'm Waj Overture, man. I'm a toy boy. You're hardly ever going to be able to wear it unless you happen to be out of town at an event without her. That was my situation. For the Royale XXX launch event last year in the spring, I wore Overture Man. My wife hates Overture Man. I have a bottle that I'll never go through because if I'm around her most of the time, she hates it. She straight up thinks it smells terrible. And I think it's a fucking masterpiece. It's unfortunate. Because I just pull the cap and smell it once in a while. I can't wear it. Very rare. You want to talk about low wearability for me, and it's not because of me. It's just she does not like it. So, yeah. Immediately I had an answer for you. Yeah, for sure. Hated wearing our socks all the way up. So goofy looking. Now, look, there's practicality, football practice, things like that. For basketball, baseball. Yeah, it all makes sense, right? Let them know, Jared. Let them know. So it smells like Cedrat Boisé. Now I have a certain expectation for that one. Because that box, I got a box full of fragrances coming from Perfume Box. And a lot of those Bravanzo line fragrances are in there. Very interesting, fascinating story. Hopefully most of the buyer knows the story. It adds to the experience. It definitely does. On Nishane Karagos. I don't recall ever smelling it. I know he does love it. I know he does love it. He's told me he's a fan of it. I don't recall smelling it, though. Sold my bottle of Hachiba because the oak moss irritated my wife's nose too much. Man, I love that fragrance, too. Yeah, it's very oak moss heavy. That's way more of a sheeper than Aventus is. Good evening to you as well. Clubbed into Wheat Intense Man Iconic. I won't take any credit for my grandkids, how my grandkids dress, but I've taken credit for the Elixir Boom in Fragrance. My original 5 video has Green Elixir by C.O. Bigelow. LOL. Will you enjoy your credit, sir? We have Pop Fritz to thank for the boom of the elixirs, apparently. Soft live stream clap for Pop Fritz. Not me. I always forget and appreciate the reminders. Well, because people are in and out constantly. Like we have 117 as I speak right now in the live chat. But the live stream might have currently 800 or 900 views. And there's not 800 or 900 people still right now in this moment watching because people come and go. Some people come back and forth and check for different parts. Some people come in, watch for a little bit and leave. Some people come and stay from start to finish. So that's why the random reminders at different times, because it's different people. I mean, we have a pretty consistent active chat, but as far as people that aren't saying anything that just come and go, that's mainly who that's for. Like, hey, just get in here, make sure you hit that thumbs up because it does help. Because it does help. That's what that's for. Smells like Bad Boy Le Parfum. Ooh. That's the one that I don't really care for. Bad Boys. I'm single now, so I can wear what I want when I want as much as I want. I think it's good for both. Which one's better between red tobacco and Tonka Cola? They're very different. One's not better than the other. The only time you can say which one's better, in my opinion, the only time that applies is when they're similar to each other. And it's like, which one's better? Because they're very similar. Whereas those are totally different fragrances. So one's not better than the other. It's just they're good for different situations and different tastes. One's a very spicy, slightly powdered, cherry coke fragrance. The other one's a sweet, smoky tobacco. Very, very different. So I wouldn't call one better than the other, though I do prefer Tonka Cola, but I prefer intense red tobacco to both of them. So kind of expands upon the question. We finish what we started around here. Let them know. Ooh, that's a fun one. Nobody ever asked that. Burberry Indigo. Mr. Burberry Indigo. Kind of like a greener Profumo. Acqua di Gio Profumo. Similar. It's not the same fragrance. But it does have a strong similarity to it. A lot more green going on, though. It's almost like, take it with a grain of salt when I say this, poor man's Acqua di Gio Profumo. It's not refined the same way, but again, it's like 75, 80% of the profile. I won't argue with that. You won't hear a gripe out of me, sir. I like your positive outlook to fragrance. It's very rare to hear that you hate something. I just did that video within the last week, though. The 6 fragrances that I hate. It's literally titled, The 6 Fragrances That TLTG Review Hates. Make it easy for people. There are 6 that I straight up hate. But I've smelled thousands and thousands of fragrances. I can find the good in most. Because most fragrances do smell good or have charm or have some redeeming quality of some sort. Or have a function. They're tools for a wardrobe. It does have a great dry now. That's good stuff for Car Gold, 1 million Parfum Cologne. Thoughts on it? I would have said save the extra $30 and get 1 million Parfum. If you watch my review, that's pretty much exactly what I say. Like, it's okay. It's good. Solid. But when you compare it to actual 1 million Parfum, which you can get for like $70 versus the like 40 you paid, 35, 40, it's worth saving a little bit more to get 1 million Parfum. I do think it smells better. Believe it or not, it's crazy to say a 1 million fragrance smells of higher quality than the clone, but yeah, to me, anyways. Burberry Hero Parfum for the newest release. I do not, sir. Indigo got it at Rack Store. It's good stuff. Well, I tried to make it funny and a lot of disclaimers because, people want me to do stuff like that, and then when I do that, they get butthurt because it ends up being a fragrance they like. So that's why I have to say, it's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't get mad at me. People will get mad at me for you, boom. And, because it's the truth. People want me to do that shit until it includes one of their favorites. Then it's like, oh, how could you say that? You wanted this. This is what I think, you know? So it's all in fun. I have a full review on it. It smells like the stem of a flower, not necessarily a rose, but the green woody stem fresh out of a watered vase. That's how it smells to me. Photorealistic to that. It gets a little sweeter as it dries down, but very much green woody fresh. Little bit of that metallic tone from the original's DNA, but Herb de Vivre is a unique green. 0 to offer for you here, sir. I have no recommendations. None whatsoever. I feel the same about Blue Talisman. Good, but not great. Well, no, I thought great, just not outstanding. I don't feel like I have to have it. That dry down's pretty, though. It does smell good. I'll never crap on them because they could be someone else's grail fragrance. Like you say, not saying you're wrong, not saying I'm right, just saying I disagree. Yep, that's the way I say it. It's basically Middle Eastern 1 million. It's very oriental. Woody, spicy, a little dry leather with a touch of 1 million sweet DNA. It is good stuff. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Gun to my head, just shoot me. I wouldn't. My friend loves you. And a lot of people do. Just read the comments. I started off with that. That's the one that if I had to pick one to tolerate, it's that one of the 6. Good to see you, Esteban. I don't have any Comme des Garçons. Issey Miyake fragrances. I like both the Fusion Dissies. Fusion Dissie and Fusion Dissie Extreme. Low Dissie Vetiver. The new Solar Lavender is pretty good, but Low Dissie Vetiver was one of my favorite designer releases last year. And Low Blue Dissie Eau Fraiche. Older fragrance. Rosemary heavy. That's one of my all-time favorite green fragrances. Beautiful. I'd have to give that one some thought. Off the top of my head, nothing just immediately jumps into my mind. I think it's got this medicinal herbal green opening that fades pretty quickly and starts to settle into a slightly greener original Invictus, that bubblegum aquatic. It's nice. It's nice. It's not my favorite Invictus, but it's good. Tracking package due to be delivered tomorrow. UPS shows in your area today, and your package will be delivered a day early. That is new. How are you, sir? Nerd says, good to see you. Wearing Lamar for Pajal. That's a great choice. How do I send you a decant I'd like for you to try? I'm overwhelmed with decants I haven't been touching. So for the moment, I'm going to have to pass, my man. I appreciate the generosity. I've gotten so much stuff from people lately. I'm just super backed up on it. I've got countless decants I still haven't even touched for live streams yet at this point. See you often with a blue thumb. I did for years. I didn't always fuck my thumb up, though. It wasn't clumsy. You got to be mindful. If you're fucking your thumb up all the time, it's you. You know, I worked in the oil field. I worked in E-line for years. I've tripped pipe for, about 2 years before that. I was a roughneck when I was 19 and 20. But yeah, I worked in E-line for several years. E&P Wireline doesn't even exist anymore. Schlumberger had bought us out. Went to Pioneer for a while, and the oil field kind of tanked. Went in the chemical plants for a few years after that. I've been an equipment operator. I've been a material coordinator. I've worked in the offices and doing purchasing for companies. I've fit pipe. I've done pipe fitting work. Yeah, I've done a lot of work with my hands too. Don't get me wrong. Then I got into the car business, but that's just like the latter years. Like pretty much, I would say like mid to late 20s on up to when I went full time on YouTube. It's kind of the timeline I gave you just now. And earlier than that, like when I was a roughneck, I was like late teens, early 20s for that. Penguin, seahorse, and panda. More porthole. It's supersonic. Percentage, probably 20 to 30% where I feel like I need a bottle. Probably 20 to 30%. When I'm smelling decants and it's an opportunity to try it before I buy it, it's got to like grab me. Like, yeah, even if it's not something I'm going to, because everything's not something I'm going to, aside, which is on the desk over there because it was in this morning's video, but aside from Seraphine Blue, I don't just constantly keep going back to anything. So everything is, I'm not going to wear it that often. So I got to look at it as what's something I want to spend money on that I'm going to just reach for once in a while. That's kind of what the thought process has to be, because it just has, I got thousands of fragrances. Always getting more too. Yeah, for sure. Oh, any of them. Pick your poison. Doesn't matter. All of them. All of them are good. From the Parfum down to the original EDT. All of them are good for that. Yeah, for sure, because that's where I'm from. Absolutely. Bulgari Aqua Amara. Don't know why they discontinued. Do you have any other fragrance you suggest kind of similar to this one? Yes. Aqua Wood from Mansera. You can get for around 70 or 80 bucks. It is quite similar. It's got more going on. There's a nice pear note. It's a little bit fresher, but it still has that incense and that kind of musky orange smell. If you'll notice, people online do relate it to Aqua Amara. It's like a more evolved, higher quality Aqua Amara. Mansera Aqua Wood. It's blue bottle. It's really good. It's really good. It's better. It's better than Aqua Amara, but it is a similar profile to it. If you like Aqua Amara but want something more, that's the one. Pipe fitting New York City currently. Thankful because this hobby's expensive. Indeed it is. The shipping starts Monday. There you go. Yep, sure is. Super earthy in the opening. So we'll go ahead and shut it down here in just a second. We're at an hour and 12 minutes. We covered everything. We chopped it up for a little bit. I got some cardio to go do and then hit the sauna. And yeah, anybody else got anything before we shut it down? I see we got 130 currently watching. Anybody got anything before we shut it down? Shout out to the Nigerian Giant Omas for his continued generosity and support of the channel. 4 stunners here today. 2 unexpected stunners. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think Oud Maracuja and Blue Talisman would get dwarfed. I totally could not see that coming. But we got several more that he sent that I can do more with. I still have more Ital Livre d'Orange fragrances in that discovery set Hoffman sent to do. I got a bunch of other decants that have been sent to me. Jeremiah sent me a ton of decants. That's what I'm saying. I got so much stuff I'm backed up on. It's unbelievable. We can do that next week. So we need to look at why myself, Le Parfum, and a few others. So we can do that next week. Thursday, I'm going to have George on. George, as we talked earlier, he's going to come on Thursday. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, because we stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So maybe Monday or Tuesday, it'll be one of them. We'll do a split screen with iFragrance. We'll take a look at some new releases. Sound good? Unreleased ones, but with the news. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, sir. So I appreciate all of you. I hope you have an awesome, awesome weekend. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Friday with me. Make sure to like the stream before you leave. Check out my aquatics video this morning. I did revamp it for this year for 2024. Very different list from the last time I did it. Literally, like it was 12 fragrances, and I think like 10 of them are different. A lot of new aquatics. And speak of the devil, you showed up right when we're shutting it down. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. These two blindsided me. You hear me? My God. Like I was telling them a moment ago, they dwarfed Blue Talisman and Oud Maracuja, which are phenomenal. I want a bottle of Oud Maracuja. Thank you. I blame that purchase on you. I will be buying a bottle of that in the next week or so. But yeah, scroll back because we're shutting it down. But next week, we're going to cover some more of these. Probably Friday's stream, I think. Until we go through all these, I got at least 2 more streams out of everything Jordan sent me. So we'll probably every Friday for the next couple of weeks, we'll do a few of these bottles and decants that he sent me because he sent me a huge package. We just covered 4 today. So have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for spending some of your Friday with me. Like this stream. Check out the aquatics video today. Follow the Nigerian Giant Omas on TikTok and Instagram. We'll catch you guys on the next one.